And then The Simpsons was a little bit after that?
Yeah,
or?
then The Simpsons came after I'd sort of been gone through the ringer a couple of times with getting a pilot on the air and stuff like that. I had like 3 or 4 television pilots, like half-hour sitcom pilot. Dana!
Right.
Whatever. Then DJ, whatever, they ran out of ways. Day, apostrophe, Anna. And then I just wrote one for myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of working. I just wrote what's called On Spec. I just wrote it.
Yeah.
And sold it and got it made and at Fox, and it didn't get picked up. But I did learn from doing that I really enjoyed that part of it. I really enjoyed the writing part of it. It was just really. I like getting up in the morning and having I got to go here, I got to sit, I got to write this.
Yeah.
And I like the discipline of it. And so after that didn't go, I jacked around for a little bit more, and then an offer came to George Meyer, who was a writer on The Simpsons, used to come to Uncabaret a lot.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And he said, I heard you're looking for a writing gig. Would you want to come over to The Simpsons like a day a week and just sort of work on jokes, just kind of hit jokes or punch up jokes?
And what time of was this early on, or?
It's 2000.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so they've been around. You knew about them. You
I was-
were
yeah,
a
I was-
fan.
Yeah, I was.
You'd heard of them.
It was season 13.
You'd
They
seen
were-
the Bartman.
Yeah, they're pretty well established. Yeah. It took them about 12 seasons to sort of hit the ground running, and but I'd heard of them, and then I did. So I came over and I did that for like 4 months, and it was great. After a couple of, it takes a while to figure out how they do it.
Yeah.
How what I call the joke math works. Right. And then one day I was sitting in there, and Mike Scully, who ran the show, just came in and he said, "I think your contract is up." I was like, "Oh crap!" And I was like, literally, like, "Sorry, dude." Packing up my stuff, and he said, "You want to just come every day?" And I said, "Yeah, that'd be great." And,
Oh wow.
And he went, "Sucker," and that was, and then I was there for 7 years.
Yeah. And how does the joke math work?
The premise of The Simpsons, I would say, there's several ways that you approach it, but one of the things is that what you would think would be the normal joke is actually just the setup to a better joke. You take the joke that everybody would think is the joke, and then you use that as a springboard for a better joke.
That's such an interesting way to put it. I
Yeah.
feel like that resonates, though.
Yeah, and Homer has no attention span whatsoever.
Yeah.
There's certain things you learn.
Any character you liked writing for the
Mo,
most?
I loved writing for Mo. My first episode that I wrote was Homer the Mo.
Yeah.
Which was where Homer took over Moe's while Mo went back to bartending school. Based on my dad, who worked as a bartender. And I loved Mo. I just like his darkness and his. I found that pretty easy to write.
Most people say Mr. Burns, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, Mr. Burns. The fun thing for Mr. Burns was thinking of old-timey words for things. We had a really fun. Matt Warburton, who now runs the Mindy Project.
Yeah.
He and I and a couple other people used to really get a kick out of coming up with like hamburger. I remember specifically Matt Warburton called him a hamburgered steak, which just made me laugh so much. And like the movie was The Cinematograph, and just the stuff's funny.
My parents would call it a hamburger steak.
A hamburgered steak.
Yeah.
He called somebody a wantwit, which was like an insult from the 20s. You wantwit, which I thought was really funny.
That's awesome.
One of my favorite jokes, it wasn't, it was for Principal Skinner.
Yes.
Who's Chalmers?
Isn't he the superintendent?
Thank you. Superintendent Chalmers, Principal Skinner. And it was Lisa became the school president.
Yes.
And the parody of Evita.
Right.
Called The President Wore Pearls. And Skinner said, "Lisa Simpson is out of control. She's like a female Eleanor Roosevelt," which was one of my favorite jokes that I wrote. Most of them I didn't write.
I've always been impressed with how quickly that show moves. I mean, it seems unlike
It's
writing
not
for anything
by
else.
accident.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The scripts are gone over like 4 times, 5 times.
Yeah.
Then they're recorded, then they go over again, then they go over again. And people try.
Yeah.
They really, you don't want to be on the staff that made The Simpsons stink. So people really try to do well.
Well, I like to go on record and say that I think The Simpsons is a funny television show.
I thank you very much. And I will say, I worked there 7 years, yet I've never seen it.